If you own one of these, a Shelly 1 Mini, 1 PM or 2 PM Gen 3, and it keeps dropping offline, showing up gray in the app, or refusing to respond until you power cycle the breaker, stop factory resetting them. That almost never fixes it. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the 7 real causes, in the order you should actually check them, so you can stop guessing and get every Shelly back online today. So, a quick context so you know I'm not wasting your time. Every fix in this video works on Gen 3, Gen 4 hardware, and which means that 1 PM, 1 Mini, Gen 3, 2 PM, Gen 3, I've got here. Same chip, same firmware line, same failure modes. So if you've got a Plus or Gen 2 devices, most of this still applies, but I'll flag where the Gen 3 behaves differently. So let's go. And before you change a single setting, check whether the device is truly offline or just offline in the app. And this is the number one waste of the time in the Shelly world. So let me bring the app here. Okay. And in the application, we can see that we have our devices. Some of them are offline because I turned them off, but we'll test this on this. Actually, I'll demonstrate on the device that I have here. So that's 1 PM that is already connected. So click on the device, click on the settings or the tab of the settings here. And now in the device information, we have the IP address of this device. You have to click on this IP address and it will load the application. So if the web interface loads, your Shelly is online. Your app is the problem, not the device. So you're able to see it actually and control it. Okay, so the next thing is, actually, if that's you close the app fully, reopen it, and if it's still grayed out, sign out of your Shelly Cloud account and then back in. 9 times of 10, that alone fixes it. And then let's see another issue here. So the fix number 2 is, and this one is the single biggest cause of random Gen 3 dropouts. It's called eco mode. In the previous videos, I mentioned the eco mode as power saving mode, and it is. But the thing is that it is also saves the power on the Wi-Fi network. So if you have your router far away from the device and the signal is weak, then this mode is actually causing the issue. So Gen 2 and newer Shelly ship with eco mode available in settings. It lowers the idle power draw, which sounds great, but it does it by throttling the Wi-Fi chip's transmit power. So if your Shelly is more than about 10 meters from the router, or there's a wall or two in the way, eco mode is why it keeps disconnecting. So here's how to kill it. Inside of the application here, open your device and here tap the device settings. And here in the settings, we have device settings. Okay. And here's the eco mode at the top. So just click or tap or this, and it will disable the eco mode. So do it every device you own. Don't skip this one. Then fix number 3, the firmware. Gen 3 firmware has had a real documented Wi-Fi bugs. So a version 1.5 shipped with the disconnect and don't reconnect bug that made Shelly drop off the network after a few days until you power cycle them. That's not a user error. That's a firmware regression. So current stable at the time of recording is the 2.0 line. Check your in the app under device settings. Let me show you that. So in the device and the device settings, and you'll see the device settings, and you can see the firmware version, and then you can see that here. We see that we have a current firmware. I'm using the 1.7.5 here. So this is the one. Okay, this is 1.7.5, and here's the 2.0.0 that I have to update. But this is just for testing purpose, demonstrating purposes right now, and I'm not doing it at the moment. So one warning also: do the update while you are standing in front of the device. If it breaks mid-update because of a weak signal, you want to be there to power cycle it. So that's fix number 3. Now, fix number 4 is technical, but it's the fix that finally solved my problem across all 3 of these. The ESP chip inside every Shelly has known issues where it occasionally loses its IP addresses during the DHCP. So that's the chip. During the DHCP release renewal, and it can't get one back within 30 seconds. The device thinks it's offline. So the workaround is that simple. Give your Shelly static API outside your router's DHCP range. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so there are 2 ways to do this here inside of them. Go here and device settings. Networks, and you have a Wi-Fi, and then you have a static IP address here. If you tap on this, it will open, and then you have to assign your static API here, and it will always keep that. But keep in mind that you have some address that is outside of the DHCP. So now none of the other devices get that IP at the moment of some Wi-Fi resets or anything that happens to the router. So just keep that in mind. So the fix number 5 is actually that the most modern routers auto switch Wi-Fi channels when a new device joins the network. So when that happens, Shelly sometimes don't get the memo and go silent until reboot. Go into your router's 2.4 GHz settings. I'll show you that on the screen as I don't have something here. So I'll just show you the images if you're looking for them. So go here, and I'm just searching for the Wi-Fi channel change, so you can check. And any of these, if it's your router, you'll see the image here. So let me just bring it here, and you see this, okay. And here are the channels inside of the network configuration here. So you use 1, 6, or 11. They are the best in the most homes. Pick the one that least crowded using a free Wi-Fi analyzer app on your phone and save, and you're done. So, and while you're there, Shelly's are 4 GHz only. So if you're running 5 GHz combined SSID for 2.4 and 5 GHz on the same name, split them. Give the 2.4 GHz band its own SSID and put your Shelly on that one. Band steering is another silent Shelly killer. So that was fix number 5. Fix number 6, it's a signal strength. This little guy is designed to fit inside the wall box, behind the metal faceplate, sometimes in a metal junction box, sometimes on the far side of the house. And that's a brutal environment for a Wi-Fi antenna that is here. So check the signal strength in the app. Anything works then about 70 decibels. So let's see. And you're unreliable territory. So anything, let me check that for you. So we're gonna see the Wi-Fi. Sorry, yeah, device information, and we have see that the device signal is actually good here. But you could also go settings, Wi-Fi, but the thing is here, and also you can check this through the router. You can check the Wi-Fi signal of this device on the router as well. So if it's below the 80, and it will drop constantly. So yeah, you have to check that. There are 2 solutions for us. One, move your router or add mesh node closer. But here's the trick most people don't know. Every Gen 3 has a built-in Wi-Fi repeater inside of it. So you have to enable it on your closest Shelly device. So for example, like let's say that this is a device that has a repeater, and we are connecting some of these. So we're going here to the settings. We are going here to the device settings and networks. Sorry, where's the? It's not the device settings. It's networks, and we have an option here. We have an access point. We have a range extender. We have that's actually a repeater. And we're gonna do this, and we're gonna when we enable this, Okay, and this device is actually extending the range, but we also have an option to act as an access point. So we can use a Wi-Fi from this device to connect to another device. So this device, this is the SSID and the ID, and the then device is going to connect to this one and act as an access point or router. So this one that has a low signal can communicate through this one and extend the network. So that's also one trick and the thing. And you can chain up to 10 devices onto one of these devices. And it's under Wi-Fi settings, as I explained, and there's a range extender option. And finally, fix number 7, and only if nothing above worked. So the factory reset the device. You have to hold on this button here on the side, and you just keep it until the LED flashes, and add it back to the app from the scratch. So sometimes a config gets corrupted, especially after botched firmware update, and only a clean setup clears it there. And if I want to be clear, if you jumped straight to this without doing the other 6, you're almost certainly going to end up right back where you started in a week. So a quick recap. Check if it's really offline. Kill eco mode. Update firmware. Assign a static AP address there. Lock your Wi-Fi channel and split your 2.4 gigs SSIDs. Fix the signal use as a Shelly as a repeater if you need to, and reset only as a last resort. So do these in that order, and I promise you'll fix 99% of Gen 3 offline issues without ever calling support. So if this saved you an evening of frustration, hit the subscribe. And I do this stuff every week, all Shelly, all smart home. And drop your setup in the comments. I read them and I'll help to troubleshoot the weird ones. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one. Bye.